What's up, everybody? It's your boy mzbnation. Today I'm here to react. Man, this title by itself, it's kind of frightening. It says, engineer says OceanGate CEO ignored her submersible warnings. Quote, someone's going to be killed. Man, look at it. Look at that quote. Someone's going to be killed. And that's before even the left. So, you know what? Or the guy, the CEO himself, was to try to admit it, that he did a bad job building the machine. But without further ado, let's see what's going on in this video.
Now, a local deep sea engineer out of Alameda says OceanGate CEO ignored early warning signs that the material used to build the submersible wasn't safe. ABC 7 News reporter Lena Howland brings us this story.
See, the material was not safe, was not safe.
Submersible carrying 5 people on a quest to see the Titanic wreckage lost all communications before later imploding came the early warnings.
We all told him, someone is going to be killed in this thing, and you've got to not do it.
OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush paid a visit to Alameda.
My God, I mean, it was warned before even he left. So I don't know why he didn't take the advice. I mean, I guess what I said before, I guess he's just too pride. He's a CEO. He thinks he knows what he's doing. It was probably, I don't know. This looks like it wasn't true, and the results, it wasn't true that he didn't know what he was doing, because if he was warned that this was gonna kill people, and it actually happened, So I don't know who to blame. I think he's the main person, in this situation to be blamed, because it was warned before leaving. So if he had took the advice, things would have been different today.
2015, while he was in the thick of building his submersible, to meet with Liz Taylor. Taylor is a deep-sea engineer and president of DOER Marine Operations, where they build their own submersibles. He wanted to hear her findings from a research project.
Stockton felt like he was pushing the edge. You want to push the envelope, use some new materials.
And that's when Taylor specifically advised against the use of carbon fiber, as it's still experimental and has not been tested over time in extreme depths of the ocean.
It being hollow on the inside, or just
it was not even tested before, so it just took the submersible like that, so without even testing it.
It's not the right material.
Then in 2018, the
using the raw materials
committee of the Marine Technological Society backed her up, writing a letter also urging Rush not to proceed. Ignoring all warnings, he moved forward.
So where this really went kind of askew was that,
and these are the consequences, of ignoring
I've done the math, I'm confident in my engineering.
Taylor says Rush cut obvious corners, like not building his sub in a pair to have self-rescue capacity, or with what's called an ROV. That's a remotely operated vehicle that can serve as a self-rescue tool.
There was no capable ROV on board. There was no second submersible.
And she says because Rush was technically operating in international waters, there was no way of stopping him.
That's the problem too, because it was international water, so I guess nobody could have taught him anything. He just thought, like, no, what you gonna tell me? Like, what are you gonna tell me? This is international water, so I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I have to do, because I don't give a damn of what you tell me. Who are you to tell me what to do? Because I know better than you. So that was that attitude that maybe led to all this.
Of hubris, complacency, and greed. It was incredibly frustrating and so sad for the families that they didn't have. Maybe they just had no idea of the true level of risk that they were putting themselves at.
Yeah, it was a huge risk.
Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I didn't know all this happened before even they left. So, like I said, I don't know if the CEO talked to the families about all this stuff, like all these issues about the warnings that has been told, about his, and also the material that he used to build it were not the right ones. So I guess for me, is 100% fault to blame for all these tragedies. So I guess it could have done something to save all these people's lives,